You know, for someone who has made it their whole life to talk about the children's thing, that disgusting PDO stuff, and to hitch their wagon to Trump, it's got to be extremely embarrassing to realize that you either have to choose between one or the other because one of those things is completely complicit with the other. What's up, YouTube? Drill Sergeant here. And I'm not coming to you with all the thoughts about this weekend so far. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday here in Washington, D.C. I will say that it has been an amazing moment to watch, especially yesterday, seeing, thousands and thousands of people gather around the entire reflection pool at the Lincoln Monument. I mean, it looked like the old pictures of the civil rights movements where you see just nothing but floods of people gathering around this historical landmark. But we'll talk about that. I need to gather my thoughts on that. But I did want to come and just talk about this Marjorie Taylor Greene retirement, or whatever you want to call it, resignation. There's a lot of speculation, and I don't know enough. I haven't been on here much because, well, I've been doing this in DC. But something came across my mind. It's late night. I'm here watching a little TV, and I said, for someone who has made it their whole life to talk about the children's thing, that disgusting PDO stuff, and to hitch their wagon to Trump, it's got to be extremely embarrassing to realize that you either have to choose between one or the other because one of those things is completely complicit with the other. Trump is a BDO file, obviously, and enjoys knowing that he is. He's a degenerate human being who finds the exploitation of people to be a plus, an exciting thing for him. That's just how he lives his life. He's a sadistic, sociopathic, integrityless human being. But you attached yourself to that guy, and you thought he was the one that was going to help with the kids. You just knew it. You attached yourself to Q. You thought for sure that it was going to be you and going to be him fighting the good fight in the trenches to out the monsters. And then he was one. Amongst all of the predictions about where she's going to go next, is she's going to be vice president with Tucker Carlson. They're going to run together. And a plethora of other ones. What is she going to do now? She's going to try to be president herself. I just want to say, what about the idea that she knows what's coming down the line and is seeing what those files really contain? What about that? What if you see the president who you've been backing? Of course, he hates you now, so it makes it easier to leave. But his name in such compromising places that the best thing for you to do is just to leave. And hopefully everybody forgets about you and forgets about you backing this person in enough time for you to salvage something 3 years later down the line. Because it could very well be, now that this has passed, and maybe she's seen something or maybe she hasn't, it could be just knowledge that obviously he's compromised that embarrassment, that affiliation that you've made. You gotta just leave. I gotta go. It could very well be. I just wanted to think about that. I wanted people to think about not just her aspirations. Is she gonna run for president? Is she gonna be Tucker? Every time I say it, I laugh. Tucker Carlson's vice president. Is she gonna, go just make some more money in the stock market now that she's become a millionaire twice over, many times over? Just go spend her money. I just want us to also think of the possibility that the one thing that the Q lady has realized is how damning, unfortunately so, her God King, or the person who she hitched her anti-PDO file wagon to, was one of the main ones doing this thing. And the embarrassment of just staying there, sitting there, having to read those things, and then not just having to read them, but then having to relay them to your constituents as they come out, having to go on TV and say, yeah, I heard that came out. Oh, what about this thing? Oh, yeah, that email sucked. Oh, man, yeah. Every single day for the next 3 years is going to be embarrassment piled upon embarrassment. And for the next 30 days, as these files start to come out, and the redacted, and how much that he's taken out of them, we know for sure. But it's not, there's going to be something, and it's going to be embarrassing. And maybe she just realizes there is no way to spin or keep this, or to relay this to my constituents after promising them that he was the hope. Every single day, every single new paper, new revelation, new redaction, new fight is just really gonna suck. This is gonna be embarrassing. That's a good reason to resign, I think. Hey guys, by the way, I'm looking for an editor. I need an editor to take some of the time, the hours and hours of editing of time it takes, so I can spend more time actually doing the work of helping people in special ops and SOL. So if you're an editor, if you're willing to volunteer, I know that it's hard work, and maybe even just some help would work. But I need an editor, and I need it bad because there's a lot of people who need help out there, and I just can't take that time anymore. So if you're good, if you're an editor and you want to be a part of this thing, and in the future when it blows up, we blow up together. But yes, just volunteer for now. I need one bad. If you want to help the cause, check me out, politicaldrain@gmail.com. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comment section. I'm thinking about my thoughts and gathering them, contemplating what this weekend meant, what it's going to mean, what we need to do. I can say for sure, I'm proud to be here, happy to be here. But there's a lot to talk about from this weekend, and I got a lot of footage. We got a lot to do, guys. But yeah, I just thought about this. In the meantime, while I'm contemplating and getting my thoughts together, what do you guys think about that? That resignation. Is that a possibility? Reason why? Just that embarrassment? Just not to be seen as, along with this guy, as those revelations come out, not to have the responsibility of relaying those messages to your constituents. Just get out now. It's a smart move. She's been doing a lot of them lately. Anyway.
Hey, yeah, you. Before you click away to watch someone unbox a tactical toothbrush, let's talk about something real. Political Drain isn't just another content mill. We're a digital front in a very real war. Not with bullets, but with ideas, with action, and with solidarity. We pair urgent news with critical education. And we build community around actual resistance, not the hashtag kind, the kind that moves. But here's the thing, none of this is free. It isn't. Behind every video is time, labor, research, and some weird guy asking if we're gonna pay the hosting bill. And yeah, some of that money goes to things we can't necessarily say out loud. If you know, you know. Let's just say our special ops aren't Call of Duty LARPers. They're people making real moves to protect, uplift, and organize. You're not just funding a channel. You're funding a resistance network in a world where capital still calls the shots. Unfortunately, in a system built on artificial scarcity, even mutual aid has a price tag. And if we want to grow, if we want to win, we need your help. We need your help. So if you've got even a few bucks to spare, toss it our way. It's not for ads, it's not for merch drops, but for people making moves in the shadows so others can do it in the light. It's just us and you. So fund the mission, fund the fight, fund the future, because nobody's coming to save us. We save each other. That's how this works. Follow us on all these things you see here, and our link tree is in the description. Maybe even get some merch.